أهلا بكم. Today is a very nice day where we had a Libyan patient who had a scar in the and VT related to this scar. He is 56-year-old male patient, not diabetic or hypertensive. His main presentation was firing ventricular tachycardia. We'll show you the ECGs from the left ventricle. He was running this VT while he was in the clinic. We consulted Dr. Javier Moreno about him, and he said you have to ablate him. His ejection fraction was about 36 to 38%, so he was not a candidate for ICD, and Dr. Moreno said don't implant the ICD unless you ablate these PVCs. We brought him a month ago, and we ablated actually this VT from the anterior wall of the left ventricle, but however after 2 weeks it came back. When it came back, we tried amiodarone. It suppressed it a little bit and it came back. So we decided to give him another session of ablation using the CAR2 machine with the contact force. Dr. Anwar, Dr. John will explain what happened this session. In this session, we looked for voltage map in the anterior surface of the left ventricle. Anwar will show you what we found. And here, before we start, give us the 12-lead ECG, Dr. John. This is the 12-lead ECG of the PVC in the beginning. When they prepare his ECG.
This is at the beginning. He has a sinusoidal with the right bundle branch block already. And this is the clinical PVCs, which came in by Gemini rhythm. As we can see, it is a right bundle also, but with a W-shaped QS pattern in V2, and again a transition in V4. But it's a right bundle PVCs. This pattern suggests that the QS pattern, which we could see clearly in V2 and V3, so that the origin of such PVCs is near V2 and V3, which is middle of anterior wall. We can verify that by the axis, where the axis is right inferior axis, a positive in lead 3, a positive in lead AVF. It is a right inferior axis.
Firing.
These clinical PVCs, which come in firing not only a bigeminal rhythm but also sustained monomorphic VT.
With the right inferior axis?
It's a right inferior axis.
Right bundle and W shape in V2.
It's a very, very good ECG, where it's a right bundle which all are in V1, then change completely to QS pattern in V2, then again in V3, at all are in V3. So when you see this pattern, you just think about the origin is near V2.
Is near V2.
Yes,
okay.
It is the QS pattern.
Yes.
And tall V1 and tall V3. So if it is there V2, so it come from V2 towards V1 and towards V3. So when you see this abnormal pattern of activation in precordial lead, you can get it. V2 and V3 is around the middle of anterior wall.
This is another ECG of the same patient when he is firing in bigeminal here, bigeminal, and running of 3 beats, non-sustained VT. So the best solution was not to implant an ICD, is to ablate it. And we succeeded first session, and it came back. So we decided to give him another session with more extensive ablation, as Anwar will explain now what they did.
في البداية عملنا الفام and at the same time عملنا voltage map and activation map.
So we started by the voltage map because he had one session of ablation. We go after we show this. We'll go back to the first study, which was a month ago, 1 month ago. Okay.
And this is the earliest point.
So we were mapping during the firing PVC to get the earliest potential, as it is an automatic focus.
36 millisecond before the clinical PVC.
Okay, and the low voltage is the identifying the area of the
Yes,
scar.
this is the voltage map.
Yeah.
For the first map,
Yes, this is low voltage area. This is low voltage area. This
Yeah.
is the low voltage area.
Yeah, purple
All,
is the normal voltage and the other colors are the low voltage.
all of these parts we get good fractionated signal, and during sinus rhythm there is late potential, post systolic, and all are these point area. This
the blue
area,
points are,
yes,
are some
this
special points.
this area, this area, this area, this area.
Yeah.
All these points we get more than 25 millisecond preceded the clinical PVC. We ablate at all these point area. At the first part, we ablate at this point.
The exit point which,
Yes,
which was
disappear.
before.
Yes,
Yeah.
disappear the PVC completely. We ablate around it, and we perform a new
Voltage map?
New voltage map. This is the new voltage map. Prof, this is the scar.
Yes.
When we ablate here, immediately this is become scar, meaning
Okay.
at the exit point.
Filaments
Yes.
coming
closing
through
all the
this.
career.
But we continue. طبعا عملنا الابليشن اندكس احنا كوينا على 500. اوكي كل 500 و550 كل البوينت دي عملنا لها
At 40 watt?
Yes.
40 watt.
40 watt and 35 watt.
Okay.
500 و550
Okay,
عملنا كل ده
So
دي
you
channel.
updated all
Yes.
the blue points. Can you show us some of the blue points to see what they look like?
This blue point
فينها؟
كبوينت
Okay.
دي احنا نحولها
Yes, this is-
اكتيفيشن ماب. لحظه واحده.
Right click.
اوتوماتيك.
Click the blue point. Yes, it's
اوكي.
Click the blue one. Ah. So
This is potential.
This is okay. This is sinus rhythm. This is sinus rhythm, and the potential is before the QRS complex. صح?
right.
This is
Yeah.
potential. This is the point here. This,
Yeah.
The earliest point.
Yes.
This is the earliest point.
Okay.
this is
Now-
the PVC.
Yeah, you waited 40 minutes and there is no recurrence, and you did VT study to see if there is any hidden VT. Can you go to the first study which was done a month ago?
Yes.
To us, that was we did a voltage map and we saw that this is the area of low voltage, the green blue كده اللي بيشاور عليها خالد. We got early potential before the PVC and we ablated and we did little.
Yes, this is definitely almost the same area.
Yeah.
The first ablation trial, and in hot point also, I guess the same with the same.
This is the today's study.
Yes,
This
yes.
is 1 month ago.
Okay.
Almost the same.
Almost same.
Almost the same, but
Can you show it the hot point here? You could show it or no?
Signal? No.
Yeah, no.
But this is the same, but
Yes.
here we decided to do de-channeling. We show it on the Pruka
Yes.
because we saw that there are many potentials in this area. So we decided he deserves actually to have extensive ablation because of the recurrence. Please show us the de-channeling which you did in the Pruka.
Of all, at the site of ablation, you can see clearly that there is a small potential preceding in sinus rhythm. Also, this is the same potential. This is the site where we ablate at first and eliminate the PVCs and VT. The potential is during sinus and even also during PVCs, and it precedes the QRS complex by about 30 seconds. 30 milliseconds. Look after it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
As you can see, you try to eliminate all the late potential. It's gone.
How about this beat?
This is this is non-clinical.
So that was a nice case of non-sustained automatic VT coming from a scar in the anterior wall of the left ventricle? Or scar related?
It is not automatic.
It's not automatic.
It's actually the impulse, which is good. The impulse when it's travel to the left bundle, it's depolarize the ventricle, but in the same time it travel down an isthmus, slowly conducting, so coming to go BVCs immediately after the sinus rhythm, and it may these isthmus can continue a loop to go non-sustained VT and may stop, and then another sinus beat go make a right bundle sinus rhythm, and after it goes to the BVCs.
Thank you very much. Anwar, I want to add something. Well, by the way, his ejection fraction after the first ablation increased from 36 up to 40% when he came without PVCs. So we said you are away from the even ICD for primary prevention. Anwar, you want to say something?
Okay, this is the resting ECG typical right bundle. لذلك احنا من البداية حددنا الهس وكنا حريصين جدا ان ما نكوي beside the left bundle to prevent complete heart block.
So
Thanks.
you took your precautions not to ablate the left bundle because he already has a right bundle. Don't jump in it. Yeah. I think in the first study we got a trauma to the left anterior fascicle and it came back. Okay, thank you very much. Nice case. That's Ifa.